Yeah, just the other day, I'm creeping up on somebody, and as I'm walking by, I see the look in their eyes. They holding each other real tight, whispering sweet nothings, just as if though they had come about the presence of the divine. The purity in which they went about looking at each other was something mesmerizing because it shows the compassion and the care that we as human beings could go about having for another. It would be blessed if that would go about lasting for an eternity. But the one thing that we have to realize is that we're forever changing. And just because we don't feel the same way, there are certain actions that we should not go about engaging in. And engaging in these actions, we must be real with ourselves. We must be fully committed before we go forth and embark on a journey of marriage. Marriage is not a game. Marriage is not a business deal. Marriage is not, okay, I don't feel like doing this no more, so I'm out. It don't work that way. The best thing you should do if you're undecided in regards to how you truly feel about that person is to continue working on that relationship, is to continue working on building that understanding. Do not be so quick as to go about getting into a, a bound relationship. What I mean by bound relationship is that just because you separate from that person, that does not mean you guys are absolved of each other. No. Even when you die, there's still that connection that you will have to go about going back to that bounding union that you went about establishing. There's a story in the Bible where the Pharisees went to Jesus and they posed a question in regards to if a woman is married to the older brother and that older brother should pass away and she gets married to the next brother and so forth and so forth. Who does the woman go back to? You see, even in the ancient times, they knew that there was a union that could not be broken. Now, if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit that. Put a comment in it. And I would like for the video to be shared so that we can go about passing around understanding. And it's sharing the love. That's all this is. And in sharing the love, go ahead and hit that notification so you can go ahead and be up on game in regards to all the freshest and the latest contents coming to you, just so that we can continue growing, building, and evolving. And that's how we gonna be doing it. So now the response was one that is the truth of all truth, and in that one should not go about engaging in an act that will have you bound unless one has truly gone about committing to that. But it shows that even the understanding of that time was questionable in regards to the magnitude and the ramifications of going about walking away from marriage. You see, marriage is nothing to be played with. And too many times we watch these celebrities, their marriage become annulled, and this is something that is publicized in a way that it's okay to go about walking away. No, certain commitments is a commitment within itself. And because it's not harped upon, people have become complacent in their thinking and going about viewing marriage as if it's dating. And because we are looking at life from a viewpoint that is misconstrued, there's consequences to come later on. Now, people do not go about believing in the afterlife. And in not believing in the afterlife, for those of you that go about believing that we have a spirit, we have a soul, and so forth, what happens to the spirit and soul when the body goes about perishing? Does it just vanish? No. It's on a transitionary journey that it has to go to the next realm, to the next stage, to go about getting better understanding. And in getting better understanding, life on a whole is a karmic circle, as per se. And in that, what we fail to address here and now, we will have to go about addressing it in the afterlife. Case in point being in that you experience somebody passing. And somebody passing in the family, and there's mention of several family members of having dreams of this person that has passed on. And this person is continuously weeping. Weeping goes to show that because they didn't go about addressing what they had to go about addressing, they're remorseful because they can no longer re-enter into the realm of the living. It's not that they're dead. Their flesh, the body, the vessel, has perished away. But the spirit and the soul is still there. Their understanding, their comprehension is still there. It's just that we cannot go about embracing them because they do not hold the same vessel that we have. So now, in them not being able to be engaging in a physical way, it's more they have to go about coming in dreams just to go about showing that, giving the forewarning in that do right, do what is required of you. You seek out what is required of you so that you may go forth and do the right things. And in doing the right things, it will help you to have a better transition going forth. If you got married to somebody and it's not working out, pray about it. Find a meaning of understanding, because there was something that brought you into that relationship for you to want to look at that person to say, well, man, I don't mind spending the rest of my life with you. And life is trying to teach us within that lesson itself. Do not be so quick to walk away and be dismissive of things. Sometimes we got to go through the grit and the grind, fight, in order for us to go about persevering to the next stage, because it's a growth journey for ourselves and for our partner. But if we are giving up on ourselves, then how is life going to go about giving you what you truly deserve? Nobody said that this was going to be peaches and cream. Nobody said that it was going to be a cakewalk. But everything that you have is because you have gone about earning it. And there's a price that has been paid for you to go about enjoying it. So, my blessing, one,